The Whiskey Brothers podcast is intended for an adult listening audience. If you find yourself easily offended, I guarantee this will do it.
They don't want no problems. Nah.
From Houston, Texas. The Whiskey Brothers podcast starts now.
Welcome, everybody, to the Whiskey Brothers podcast, episode 911. Jerry, you iced it, buddy.
Are you serious?
Yeah, this is 911. Yeah. We are the Whiskey Brothers.
9/11.
We are the Whiskey
That's
Brothers.
dope.
Slade Ham, Rob Mungle, Sam Damaris. Trey Tutson is not here. We got a bigger version of him. A bigger version. Kick over to camera 2, Jerry.
Right. I'm Trey if he took his vitamins. It worked out.
Rich
If
Williams.
Trey took his steroids, vitamins, and fucking spinach, it wouldn't get your size.
Rich Williams is our guest.
What's up?
He is. Rich was on the podcast, the big marathon podcast that we did last Monday. That's why you didn't get an episode on Tuesday as regular. We went
Thursday.
Well, we did turn track number 3 up just a little bit. We usually come out on Tuesdays and Fridays is when the audio version of the podcast comes out. If you were just watching the podcast on YouTube, it would come out on Tuesdays or Fridays. We do this as like a teaser. You get to watch the episodes as they're filmed.
Okay.
So the marathon took up our usual Monday. It took up all of our Monday and then some. We did 24 hours. So by Tuesday morning when an episode would be being produced and released, everyone was dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
There was no one to do it.
Right.
And I, for the first time since 2011, I literally said, turn your phone down, Rich.
Yeah.
It was like the first and last thing I said before the podcast started.
Okay, so it's a new phone, so I turned it down, but apparently I didn't turn off the alerts. So hold on, let me just mute this whole.
There you go.
There you go. Now, I don't look, man. I'll be 50 this year, so.
Oh, okay.
I'm
That's what
doing
we're
good.
blaming this on?
I'm doing good having
Between you
a
and Rob
smartphone.
Mungo, y'all ain't got shit figured out.
Got what?
Y'all ain't got shit figured out.
I got it figured out. I just don't care.
Hey man, I don't
I don't
cuss
wanna
around.
You say
I don't
don't
cuss
care.
around babies though. That's where I draw the line. You know, Rob,
I have no
Rob
such.
is-
I haven't
Rob
gotten
has
to that
zero
point yet.
scruples.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't mean to.
We don't have to though.
Yeah,
Like he
but-
got a gray and stuff. Like he looks like, you know what? We're not gonna fuck with him. I still look young enough to where people think they can talk to me. Like, hey man, that ain't cool.
He looks like Boss Hogg just decided, fuck it.
Me?
Yeah. If
Yo!
Boss
Hog said fuck it?
Yo,
If Boss Hogg
Mungo.
grew the beard,
Yo.
and just, the beard matched the hat and the suit.
See, Sam has the benefit. Like when you have dreads, it's not like a whole bunch of pop culture icons that you can be compared to. So,
Who Did
yeah,
you just
they-
call him Black Boss Hog?
No, I
No,
don't
you-
know. Boss Hogg that don't give a
Just-
fuck.
I'm
Yeah.
just saying, like, Rob can be compared to a lot of people, but who to say? I mean, you can say Bob Marley. That's about it. It's Bob Marley's
That's
a
what
pretty
I get.
dope dude.
As
That's
Pop-
it.
Whoopi Goldberg.
Like fat Bob Marley.
I get Bob Marley and Predator. That's all I get.
Yeah, and both of those are fair, but there's got to be you get the dog from the Muppet Show, Ralph.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I've gotten that a couple times.
a lot of Ralph there. You could be any fuzzy
Oh, one
animal.
of those. What were those?
Monchichis.
Nah, man, it was like some Muppet type characters, but it wasn't the
Ewoks?
Muppets though. No, not.
He's talking about the
You just naming
like,
all the
there were
cute
like
things, but
three
he
of them.
could be like.
Yes.
There were like 3 of the little Muppet things. They were Muppets.
Yeah, you know, and they played instruments and
No,
stuff.
those were Fry Guys.
Fraggle Rock.
Fry Guys.
Fraggle Rock.
Fry Guys.
Fry Guys. Y'all are thinking of McDonald's, man. The little Fraggles.
Oh yeah, you can be Fraggle.
Yeah, that's what y'all think. The little human pom
everything that
poms.
Sam can be compared to is like cute and cuddly.
Yes.
And, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like marketable.
Yes, absolutely. You would make a wonderful Disney character.
Sorry, Rob.
But I get
But you
down on his luck, Boss Hog.
and Boss Hog was fucked up to begin with.
Yeah.
So
I had it the other day. I had a guy said, "Man, you look like somebody who you look like could be the brother of some guy I knew up north." And I go, "Santa Claus."
But here's the thing, y'all. Despite the looks, he's still getting ass, right?
Yeah.
He has to pay for it sometimes, but you know,
Like
he's
a
getting
boss. Rich, my
Yeah.
favorite unlockable character. On
Yeah.
Bro, I didn't even think about it. You wore a black shirt in front of a black backdrop. This
Yeah.
is
Oh my God.
Jesus. You look like a Cheshire cat.
It's like the reverse of a green screen.
Yeah. Man, you're like you. Who was before the show? Because you try to light for the room, right? So you
With a
got.
black
I like
hat
how
on.
y'all tried to say that Trey was lighter than me.
Well,
Like,
no, you were.
No,
you were.
I said darker.
No, he.
yeah.
No,
Like
Rich
yeah,
is,
Trey was darker
Rich
than me.
is
Like,
Vanta
come on.
black. He's
Yeah.
whatever that thing they
Rich-
spray on
Rich has-
stuff and the contours disappear.
Rich
Bruh,
has no
in
Thomas
October-
Jefferson in his DNA at all.
None.
None. Yeah.
Zero
in October,
European.
how do you
bro.
not kill it on haunted houses? Just sit up against a black wall and just come out at motherfuckers. Oh,
Like fucking like Ben Stiller and
I would shit
Zoolander
myself.
just come out the
Yes.
wall.
Strike a pose.
I know. You know what though? I'm a black man in America, so horror stuff doesn't really. I don't do horror stuff, man.
I feel
holy
you.
shit!
I already have enough to be on edge.
No
about.
Jordan Peele.
I don't watch. Well, I did see.
He's a black.
I
I,
mean,
thought you were going to say you're a black man in America. You're unseen anyway.
Dean Landry in the chat says on the 24-hour stream he counted 34 shots on me.
Oh,
Oh.
shit.
there's no. You did
No,
34 of alcohol.
That's reasonable.
I think that was a Bruce Springsteen song. I
Those
think,
couldn't have been.
34 shots.
Yeah, there's-
Actual shots of alcohol.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, I was literally
yeah.
just sitting here with a bottle and a shot glass.
We've done it. We've done it in a show.
Yeah.
It's
Oh, God,
my
yeah.
record's 26, and you were there.
No, it was more than that.
no.
Well,
My
I thought that was
No,
right.
no,
So
no,
when,
no.
when do we do we
Hang
do?
on.
Are we doing shots tonight?
Yeah,
Is that
yeah, yeah.
part
We
of
got
the
glass. Are
thing?
you thirsty? We got you.
So-
What do you want?
So here's my thing though. I was gonna try to go biking, but I did 10
Yes.
miles already,
Uh-huh.
and I wanted to do another 10 miles after I finish here.
After a
So
Whiskey
I'm-
Brothers podcast?
and I was gonna do an edible too.
Oh,
just to
brother.
see, just to see if I could.
This is so cute. This is so cute.
Like Rob's
This
like,
is-
nah, bro.
Not only are you not going biking, you're gonna get an Uber home. You're gonna get.
My car's gonna be right there in the morning.
You're going to have to call one of your friends.
Oh man, I forgot about that part. You should have sent that to me in the writer.
There's no writer. There's a. You
How
should have.
long-
You should have been a writer, motherfucker.
Right?
How long have you been driving Uber?
Lyft.
Lyft,
I've been
whatever.
doing
Yeah.
Lyft
Sorry, I
for,
didn't mean
like-
to competitors.
Nah, it's okay.
Well, you were
man.
on. You came on. You came on. Yeah, I know. We're giving this guitar away. I know we were talking about it. We're gonna give it away. We got the winner. It's over here. We just haven't opened it yet. We're gonna do it at the end of this episode. But you were on the marathon and you were
Right.
telling some. I keep saying
some-
Uber. I say Uber and you
It's
get
all right.
defensive, but it's like
No,
Band-Aid.
I'm not defensive at
But
all.
it- like-
It's
It's like Xerox, Kleenex.
But you
Yeah.
pull the correct. It's the correction. You know what I mean? Where it's like my dad works for a different nasal company. They make different nasal cleaning cloths. Kleenexes, bitch. You know what I
My
mean?
dad
Right.
works for Come and Go, not
Yeah.
Stop and Go.
Right? You know what I mean? It's a
I
ride.
did,
A ride
but
share
it wasn't.
service.
It wasn't. I don't feel like the correction was like a. It was more
Oh.
like that. By the way.
No.
You know
But
what
it
I'm
felt like a
saying?
correction, like the way.
It's like when you call if you call my mom a Jamaican, she's like, no, I'm from Trinidad, but she's not gonna get offended.
Right. But it's also
Yeah.
one of those things where you're like, can I have one of your fries? You're like, those are sweet potato fries. Like they're just that's an unnecessary correction. Bitch, you gonna
Well,
take
I'm,
one?
I'm
Just
particular like that.
right. And I was
Kinda.
pointing
I'm a
out that
Virgo.
you are particular.
Yeah.
That was all. That was the whole point of it. So my bigger point was that you were talking about some horror driving stories from the rideshare company.
We didn't even scratch the surface.
So what's we didn't even scratch the surface.
Nah, bro. Yeah.
How long have you been? Because
I probably
as
got
comics,
30 minutes of material just from doing Lyft.
as
See, the problem is
Easy.
every question I want to ask you can get you fired.
Yeah.
I mean, can they fire me though? I'm a contractor. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna say anything
They don't-
stupid.
bro, let me tell you something. As a
The questions
stand-up
I'm
comedian
asked-
who has been a contractor for the last 21 years, let me tell you the places that have not fired me.
Right. I got banned from. I can say this because I'm not gonna ever perform there again. Baylor College of Medicine for calling one of the Well, I used the
Ooh,
word
see?
redneck in my act,
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
but I'd used it before. That was like the third time they'd hired me to do a show.
Right.
So I assumed they knew my
Right.
my bits.
Right.
And everybody laughed, but apparently one of the rednecks who works in HR was like,
One of the rednecks.
one of the rednecks who was like, yeah, that's not funny. And she was like, yeah, he's not going. And that was a nice check too from Baylor.
Is
Yeah.
that
Oh, yeah.
is that reason enough? Did you know you weren't supposed to say it?
No, I'd done that same set before.
Then that's
Yeah.
just then
They
you
were
just
just-
you
they-
just messed it up. You should have said nothing at all. Those directors change all the time, dude. You just
Oh,
go
right.
right
Oh,
back.
right.
You probably go back tomorrow. Hey, I worked here 4 times in the past.
Right.
It's
Are
not
you
like they got a
telling me-
permanent record.
Are you telling
Cheers.
me
Let's
some,
get your first shot out of the way.
That's
Are you
what
telling
we
me
toasted to.
some redneck was an overreactionary to something you said? I'm fucking shocked.
We toasted it. You got a long way to go. That bottle's fresh. We are
Yeah,
drinking.
Oh, wait a
said-
minute. We're not doing that whole thing.
Well, we'll probably. This is
what did I agree to?
Well, no. We're not doing this whole thing. It was already had some shots out of it. So we'll do it and probably part of a different one.
Okay.
So Our guest is Rich Williams.
Hey, can I call my girlfriend right now?
They throwing up the shots. Oh, you gonna make up a person to get you out of this shit? Get the fuck out of
my
here.
God.
Your girlfriend is like, as Johnny would have said, like Peach Dragon. That's like nobody's seen her but you. That.
My
Oh,
girlfriend
man.
snuffle up again. Candy.
Yeah, you can text her on the break. We're gonna take a break.
That's what's up.
Yeah,
I'm just about to inform her about what's going down.
Well, so here's the thing, though. We don't ever intend on drinking this whole bottle, but what I can tell you is going to happen. I know Sam Damaris.
And this is good stuff. By
Oh, it's very
Yeah,
good stuff.
yeah,
So
very
this is
good.
Tin Cup. It was given to us by our friend and also was working some of the stations on the marathon, Ethan. Wiki. He dropped the bottle off. And the thing about it is it good. But Sam will start drinking it more and more rapidly. So about the third shot, he'll drink it, and when he sets it down, he refills it. It becomes a must. And then, but this is where we're going to end up. And you'll just be like, and he'll give you one. And you'll just keep pace.
No,
and
I'm
then-
not. What?
No, I drink about 2 to 1.
Yeah.
I drink about
yeah.
two, maybe 3
Yeah,
to 1.
okay.
But it
I'll
won't.
give
It
it to
won't. You won't totally bitch out. You'll give it a whirl because you're here. You know what I mean? It's a. And eventually
I
the
love
bottle will be
when
gone.
dudes equate your manhood.
No, I didn't equate your
So
manhood
you just
to
said
that.
you won't bitch out.
Yeah, valid.
I feel.
That's fair.
And here's the thing. I don't get manhood points for it. I get damage points.
I don't.
Like Sam drinks like that
We're
because he's
watching
a
your
fucking horrible
character
person.
just lose
Yeah.
life on the screen.
It's really a weird thing because it doesn't impress me as much as it amuses me. So it's not like you're really getting actual points.
You know who
You're
who
getting
back,
joke points.
you know
You're
who-
getting points like you'd be getting on Whose Line Is It Anyway.
You
They
know
don't
who
count for anything.
back in the day would put away a lot of alcohol, and you wouldn't think he could put away a lot of alcohol. Clinton Shorter.
He
no.
tried.
He tried.
He tried one night.
Y'all.
Ask,
we've seen.
no, hang on. Ask Clint.
But I wouldn't think he'd have any kind of tolerance
On the
at
break,
all.
No.
send Clinton a message and just go, "Hey, I heard you drank with Slade."
Yeah.
In fact, there's a
The trail of bodies we have left.
look, and this is all back in the day, but this was the night he officially met Scarface. He doesn't remember. We were at the bar and he had gotten blackout drunk, and then Face came in and we hung out for a little while, and I had dragged Clinton out and set him up against the wall outside, and Face took a couple of pictures next to it. You know, the way Bill Murray does if he catches you asleep in a bar. And so Clinton doesn't have any memory of it, but we had a wonderful time with his corpse.
That's classic,
we,
man.
we put a naval officer in the hospital.
That was fun.
We snatched the soul out of it when done.
Uh-huh.
Hey, look, I ain't
I
trying
mean-
to. Hey, man.
These aren't, but I'm retired
Okay,
now.
you saying this is crazy stuff for a black dude to hear, though. The soul, I like my soul, man.
Hang on, Rich.
Y'all literally
And
put
And I
it
have
in food.
relatives that served.
Y'all
so-
literally put it in food.
Here's,
It can't be that sacred.
here's the
No,
thing,
it's
though,
very
Rich.
sacred. That's what I'm trying to explain.
The thing is that we never force these people to do it. Every one of these people has said, "Oh, I can hang with you."
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
well I already
They've
know. I
all
already know
said
what's up. Nah,
and
man.
when you say it, we look over and go, "Oh, this is gonna be fun."
And it's not. I don't. Enjoy, it's not fun anymore for me. I don't like the stunt. I don't like the stunt drink. That doesn't. I'm like 2 or 3 shots and I'm kind of over.
People just get like. I've never been that dude to just be like.
All down.
So
and-
you've been. So what's the. So back to talking about the cars, but I imagine at is there a point where someone is too drunk to get in your vehicle and you go,
I haven't. Okay, so I haven't caught it before it was too late. I've had a couple people like.
Is it solely
Curl
the?
it
Is
in
it
the
solely?
car.
It's solely the proximity to vomit, right? How close they are to in your car.
And I had no idea that they were.
But
Well,
that's-
one of
is
them was there was this white chick that was just like, okay, she's about to.
Is
This
that
is about to go down, but she had her friends with her, so I figured
is
she
that the
could make
only
it.
thing though?
What do you, oh,
Like,
the only thing.
is there another line where you're like, bro, you don't have pants on? Is there a line where you're like,
No, that happened.
I told y'all. I told y'all I was
Yeah.
saying last time. Well, the dude I was riding with.
Oh, that's
I
right.
picked up,
You-
had
yeah, maybe
pants
that's what I'm
on,
thinking
but
about.
his
Yeah.
his friend.
okay, so
took his
so
clothes
let's
off.
go
I would
past
never
that.
have let him in the car.
So let's go past. So people with no clothes on,
Right.
people who are they're gonna throw up before they get to that location.
Right. Who look like exactly.
You get the
I can. Now there was one
cheeks
dude.
doing the. Do they do that?
See, what happened was there was one time where they didn't give me the information. This is a hilarious story. They didn't give me They didn't give me the backstory until it was too late. This brother was sitting on the curb like this.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And it was another brother, white dude and a white chick, right? So they were all celebrating his 21st birthday.
See,
guy-
you
the
already
guy
know
on the
more than
ground.
I would ever know because if I
Right.
pulled up and somebody had their head down, I would make an assumption that was the dude, and you would just hear, "Ah!"
Right.
and I'd be in line at Whataburger making negative $23.
So, but he just looked like he was sleepy. He didn't look. He wasn't like He just looked like he was tired, and that can happen. So I was like, all right, cool. I've seen that. So, but he got in the car and he was still in the middle like this, and I was like,
Yeah, you don't spend a
I'm
lot of
still-
time in your life past the weeble wobble.
Right.
There's a lot of space there that's head down space, and
didn't-
when I see that head
see,
down, I know that's
see, okay.
yeah,
So, yeah.
that's a cross. That we've crossed the
So,
Rubicon.
now,
You-
now I'd only been, remember, I hadn't been doing Lyft that long too when that happened, so
That's
I
fair.
didn't, you know.
Right.
So
By
we
the
get-
way, he knows this from hanging out with me for
100%. This piece of litmus paper.
on the Sam Damaris scale,
Yeah.
where are you on the
Absolutely.
Sam
So
Damaris
he can look across the bar and be like, "Oh shit, it's time for him
the
to go."
Samometer. Oh,
thermometer?
I look at
when
the
dreadlocks,
thermometer.
when the dreadlocks cover the face,
Yes.
that's when you know.
And the eyes get real squinty and chubby.
they start to squint.
When
Just
you have to do this to see the eyes.
it's
the
but no,
problem.
the eyes get very squinty. He puts the hand on the
Oh,
shoulder.
yeah.
If that hand hits your shoulder,
Get him out.
the fuck out of here.
Get him out.
The fuck out
That's
of
the
here.
line of demarcation. Right there.
He's writing that down.
It is.
Hey, so I pick them up downtown, and they wanted to go to that Denny's off OST, right?
Like,
So,
did they want you to go with them?
well, no, I'm
Okay, I'm gonna pause you for 1 second there. I'm gonna pause you for
It'll
1
take 34 minutes to get the
Denny's
story out.
off of Old Spanish Trail. Not the finest part of town.
No.
For those of you unfamiliar with Houston, Old Spanish Trail is just that.
But you
an Old
but you-
Spanish Trail.
But this is what people forget, though. One, that area is getting gentrified.
Not fast enough for Denny's at OST at 2 in the morning.
Very gentrified. And
Nah.
two, if you go right across the freeway, there's the medical center.
So on
and
the
so
other side
all
of
that
the
is
trail,
like
yeah.
prime real estate. And now that part on the other side is
Yeah.
becoming prime real
So
estate.
literally the other side of the tracks.
the other side of the freeway, but close
Yeah.
enough. Yeah, you're right. And so we pull up, right? And it was so funny. And I'm like, we were laughing, having a good time. The three of us were. The dude was
Yeah.
still like this
Right.
in the middle. And so then when we get to the Denny's, I'm like, all right, y'all, this is y'all stop. And he went like this. And I was like, oh man,
shit.
it's about to go. Like, it was like that fast. So I'm grabbing the plastic bag from because I have plastic bags ready,
Sure.
bruh. And I've actually caught two people like that. They just did it in the bag, no problem, right? But I couldn't get the bag back fast
Oh.
enough, and he let it go. But check this out. Didn't spill a drop in my car.
Really?
Oh my
No.
god.
On his lap.
Not on his lap, but on the white chick sitting next to him. He just
Reparations.
Oh.
I was like, yo, man, all this time, black dudes been trying to get with white girls. And I was like, what a move for civil rights.
Don't move.
We're in an age where we can just, you know what I'm saying? And he didn't go to prison, nothing.
Nothing bad.
No cops involved, nothing. Just threw up on his friend.
How do we make this happen more frequently?
Hashtag you too.
We're gonna take a we're gonna take a quick break. Don't move. Rich Williams is our guest. We're coming right back on the Whiskey Brothers podcast.
Are you new to the Whiskey Brothers? Then check out the legendary first 400 episodes. Access the archives at praisewhiskey.com.
Welcome back to the Whiskey Brothers podcast. Slade Ham, Rob Mungle, Sam Damaris. We are joined by Rich Williams. No, we have not announced the winner. You guys are all asking. So here's what happened. We did the big marathon. We took everyone who entered, or who I say entered. Yeah, fill him up. Everyone who was in the chat. We put them in. We put them in this, and then before the show, some of you were in here for that. We pulled a name. It's been sitting on top of the hat. So we will see. We're going to do it at the end of the segment. We're going to give the guitar away. And the blanket is going to go to, we gave a bunch of stuff away to get put down. 666 won something. Daniel won something. DeGrosse Bar, Strag AC, Infinity 1982. And Charita, I got you a shirt. So we got all those packages to go out. One of those is going to be the blanket. We'll do a quick draw between those names for that. And everybody else is still in. We're throwing guitar picks and all that into everybody's package. We'll do the guitar drawing at the end of this. And I already did my shot.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I know.
We have more.
Oh, thank you. That's look. Rich is like, drink more. Every shot you do out of that is closer to the end of the bottle. We still got a whole nother episode to go,
Hey,
brother.
bruh.
So anyway, so so the dude hits the he goes mid hurt, like you catch it all. It lands on the white chick.
Right. He just,
You get
he just slumped over into her.
He
lap.
hits her. Now, so you got reparations and a feel good and everything's in the plastic
and the best part is I recorded because I
What do you mean you recorded?
I
Like a Russian?
I mean,
With a Russian
No,
dashboard?
he runs the
Yeah,
camera.
you gotta
It's a
record
Russian
it.
dashboard cam?
Dude, you never know what.
Yeah, you have
people
to
say
record.
happens,
You have
to.
so you gotta record.
So wait, you're running tape constantly.
not all the time. Just anytime I think there might be some wild stuff, I record.
So hey, wait, this is at your discretion.
Yeah.
Is it everybody knows they're being taped?
No.
Yeah.
No,
Well,
everyone should assume.
They
Everyone-
figure it out.
Yeah.
They
Wait,
figure
wait,
it
wait,
out.
hang on, Captain Liberal over here. You speaking
No,
to
I'm
people.
saying
Wait,
everyone
wait,
should-
wait. Hang on. This is real talk. When I get into a ride share, not an Uber, maybe an Uber. Let's make it Uber since like you're not with them. Let's make them the bad guy. Uber Corp. When I get into one of these vehicles, I should assume that I'm
Yes.
being recorded.
Because
Is
you're
there
getting
a sign
you're
anywhere on
getting
your car that says you're being recorded?
Am I getting
you're
in
getting
North
into
Korea?
No, you're getting
But I
into
will
an
tell,
Uber.
I tell them.
Yeah.
I tell them.
You're
I
getting
say,
into an Uber. You're not getting into a confessional booth. It is a fucking. He's right.
I'm getting
You
into
should
an
assume-
Uber Alice.
Yeah. You're
and two
assumed
things.
that you're out.
Two things. More often than not, I'm not recording because 95% of my rides, it's either during the day.
Yeah,
or
but
I just
it's-
feel like
here's my-
they're not
here's- here-
drunk or
fair.
wild or
But
whatever.
is there a best of Lyft passengers eating their boogers
Yeah.
put together by Rich Williams? You know what I mean? That's my
There
question.
is there is a file which has a lot of data on it with people saying wild stuff. Yeah.
Okay,
But
that's-
they know. But they all. But here's
that's
the other
my-
thing too.
Oh shit!
I'll be right
Welcome
back.
to Which Really's final podcast. ladies and gentlemen. It was so nice
Everything
having
just
you.
exploded.
And that's the crazy thing. That's the new laptop. Like
Oh
you
no,
just
it's
went
just
through hell to
bought
get
that.
it.
Oh no.
Are you new to the Whiskey Brothers? Then check out the legendary first 400 episodes. Access the archives at praisewhiskey.com.
Worthless sack of shit. God damn. Where's my shot
I'm
glass?
just trying to.
Where's my shot? Yeah, you.
Yours is right here.
Where's yours?
Mine's is right-
yeah,
way over
yours
there.
should be way over
Yours
there.
is the one
I'd
he
say
knocked
way
over.
there.
This is, I've never seen.
See, you had poured that. You just had poured that drink.
You know what
And
this is?
oh, man.
You know what this is? This is
Oh.
his inability to get through this bottle with us. So he's
That-
done everything he possibly
is
could.
not what
He's called a fake girlfriend. He's
That
poured
is
shit on the table.
not what
He's
happened.
knocking stuff over like he's a
Bruh.
blind person in a fucking China shop. That's what are you doing? What's wrong with you? You drive for a living? For what? Christmas markets?
Oh my.
Demolition derbies.
Jesus, through German Christmas markets?
Hi, I'm Rich Williams. Welcome to Jackass.
What is
I
Jesus?
only aim for people with drinks in their
You
hands.
Grand Theft Auto son of a
only-
whore. Why would you? What was
I
that?
drive through beer gardens.
What?
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, that.
Did I do? like
I do
Urkel like
that?
a
Oh,
No,
motherfucker.
you can't look like Urkel and do Urkel shit. That is just not.
Hey man.
They
Hey.
said you dead didn't even make a mess when she was touching everything.
I
Hey,
know.
man.
She came in here like a cat that we left the door open. She didn't break as much as you. What was that?
I got it. I'm a little bigger and a little clumsier, man.
Oh,
That's
thank
all I can
thank you
say.
for the subs. Anybody that's dishing off some Shinjo, thank you for the subs. Anybody that's giving off subs in the midst of all of this. This never happened. I've never had someone
9/11.
911
9/11.
episodes.
and you
And they
broke
bought
my
it.
brand new. I
I
don't even
came-
know what to do with this.
I came through like a terrorist, bruh.
There's whiskey in my laptop.
Okay, don't do that.
Which is
I want to just it's rebooting again.
Spread it
Yeah.
around.
Turn it off.
yeah.
If you get a straw and you snort through the keys.
Actually, the fact that your laptop didn't smell like whiskey is probably an indictment.
Oh yeah. Dude, I'm tamer now. I only drink.
Yeah,
not
yeah.
even Trey's that clumsy. I know that's hilarious. And his eyes look 8 directions.
Yeah.
Never
Sorry.
in my whole fucking life. Never.
Hey,
Never.
hey, man.
All right, tell me
I'm
more
s-
about tell me more about your fucking.
So how'd the story end?
I just, all I was gonna say was
It's better than great.
well, it was so funny. I
It's gonna
put the
be so anticlimactic.
it's really I put the video on
I record
uh,
everything too,
on
bitch.
Facebook, and people actually thought that I had staged it. They thought it was a sketch.
So that's
how fucking funny it was.
Really?
That's
Yeah.
so. Do these people feel? Do you tell them you're posting
Yeah.
this? And
Well,
they're
now
like,
it's even easier with COVID because everybody's wearing a mask, so you can't identify them anyway.
Yeah.
So you just don't even.
So
ask.
it's like
Yeah.
the blurry face.
Yeah, basically.
You're just like,
No, I
ah.
still tell them, But I had this one chick that was like giving me her whole life story, and I was like, I record this, right? She's like, and she's like, yeah, well, okay, it was nice knowing you. And I'm like, you're not gonna.
There's
Yeah,
no.
because bro, but listen, not Uber driver, y'all drivers, social media drivers, whatever the fuck you are, whatever it is.
Just say rideshare, or you can say Uber too.
Well, no, I
rideshare.
I'm defaulting to Uber, and so I'm trying to get back to rideshare. Rideshare. Y'all trick us into talking about shit that I don't even want to talk, bro. I don't want to talk. I don't want to. When I get in the car, I don't want to talk. That's me banging on this. You hear that?
Right.
When I get in a car, I don't want to say shit. I want to get from the airport to home because I've been somewhere for a while, listening to people jaw jacking and ear banging me. So when I get in that car, I don't want to hear about your third kid and what he did and how he's making it and blah blah blah. And if only people this and now your political views are in there. And suddenly we're 30 minutes from. I live 30 minutes away from the airport. So 25 minutes into this, I know my rideshare driver's views on abortion. That shouldn't be.
But I'm not that dude though. I'm the guy.
No, you're the dude who's taping me having sex in the back seat, and who's all.
Wait, what?
First of all,
now we have your views on abortion.
yeah.
That's what the driver's. Hey, the fuck.
No. I just mean it in the sense I was doing that like you would a Airbnb. But the point is, it's a. But also, I mean, theoretically.
Which
anyway,
is another story I want to tell. But go ahead.
has someone had sex in the back of your car?
They were like
that
heavy,
wasn't you.
They were heavy petting. It was like heavy
petting,
but,
like,
but
Was
that wasn't
the
the funny
camera
part though. The funny part was what he was trying to do to get to the next base, because she was like, stop, and this dude actually said to this woman, "Don't worry, it is God's will."
Was the camera rolling?
No, I wasn't. I was not recording that
how do
time.
you
I
not-
wasn't recording
how
that
do you
time. But
not
I just
just-
remembered that.
How do you not just hit a guardrail?
Bruh, I stopped. I called him. I said, nigga. I said, nigga, what? It was a white dude.
You can take Trey out of the seat, but you can't.
Take this.
You can take the nigga out the seat, but you
can't
can't. You can take the seat away from the nigga,
Yeah,
but you can't take the nigga away from the seat.
Jesus.
I'm angry that we had to interpret that what he was thinking, but it's okay, man.
It's okay.
Shit, I've lived in
Nah,
that neighborhood.
bruh.
I know what he was thinking.
And they started, the couple, they started laughing because when I called them nigga, they thought that was hilarious. But I mean,
Were they black?
No, they were Israeli.
That's the assumptive N word. That's the one I'm not comfortable. I'm really not comfortable with that one. That's if you drop the N word, but you're just like adjacent, where you're just dark, but also not. You know what I mean? You're Israeli or
Hey, look,
Argentinian.
hold on.
I said it.
Hang on a second.
I know.
Yes, he said it to the Jewish guy, but it's like, look, man, it's okay because, like, look, did they enslave us? Yes. Did they beat us? Yes. They didn't try to exterminate us. Okay. I mean,
Hell, you haven't.
you can drop the word to a Jew, and that's the friendliest thing that's ever happened to those people.
They thought it was hilarious. It didn't stop them. They kept making out.
Really?
But I said, but now we're laughing about it, right? And I'm like, you can't say that in my car because you're about to get struck by lightning, and I'm gonna get struck by lightning, and I'm not
What he
gonna.
meant to say, it was Yah's way.
No, as soon as they're Jewish, so as soon as he says it's God's will, yeah, but it ain't Jesus's.
I wasn't trying to start a holy war.
What y'all
on my car,
need, what
bruh.
y'all need is
Also, too,
Jesus.
Can we point out Rich's absolute lack of faith in the divine whatsoever?
Well, that was my next thought though. Was like, what if he was right?
Well, my bigger
I
point is,
thought.
what if he was
right? That would.
also, if he was going to throw a lightning bolt, why are you worried?
What?
You worried that God's going to slip some collateral damage in there, or do you trust
Like
the
he
Lord?
hasn't collateral. That's his middle name. That is God.
Just making sure you're on the right God. That's all. That was a test. That was a test.
Tons of bystanders have been hurt because of.
Yeah,
I'm
but
sure
say-
Noah's Ark had some fucking collateral
Literally
damage.
more people than have been.
there were kids in Sodom and Gomorrah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Like, most of them got swallowed or stuffed in a butthole, but there were
Thank you. Thank you. That is Yahweh's middle name, bro.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yahweh Collateral Jansen.
Drink your shot.
Collateral
and then
damage
let's refill
Johnson.
it so that
Oh
you
yeah,
can
bro. You're not gonna spill a shot and then not drink yours and let it sit.
The level of bullshit in this seat is. And
Hey,
he's drinking
man.
out of the shot glass with my name on it. I feel like he
man.
sullied it.
Hey man, hey, I don't know how many
Su-
stars.
like you
I'm gonna send
sullied
you a
it
gift
like
basket.
Monsters,
I'm gonna
Inc.
send you a gift, or might have to send him
Okay,
a new
hold
laptop.
up.
But I'm gonna start off with the gift basket.
Send it,
Hang
but
on.
don't drive it yourself.
Slade, the shot he
limit
knocked
it.
over says cockpit on it on the 9/11 podcast.
Wait, what?
Wow.
Are you
He
serious?
literally knocked over the cockpit on 9/11.
Are you
Yes.
serious?
That's from
wow,
the
that is
cockpit.
so
You
weird.
fucking terrorist.
Still fucked up.
You terrorist. Are you,
You know
sure
what?
you're
I
not
came
from,
through
are you
this
sure
bitch like Osama.
are you sure you're not an N-word from the Middle East?
Sand nigga. Did you just call me a sand nigga in my face, bro?
No, I was just
nicest
making
way possible. Yes.
Are you sure?
no,
N-word from the Middle
an N-word
East.
from the Middle East. No, I was making
I know what you meant.
N-word from
I'm
the
sorry.
Middle
I know I
East.
keep pounding.
I was
but
making the Israeli correlation to earlier.
oh,
That's
okay.
bringing it back around. Wow, no,
Yeah,
that was
see.
although that does sound like a really roundabout way to say that.
yeah.
Wow.
Write
N-word.
that down.
No, I don't know. N-word from the Middle East. I'm not writing that anywhere.
You know what? I think N-word from the Middle East is a Jimmy Buffett song. I think it is.
On his unreleased
Yeah.
studio album.
No,
Yeah.
it's probably released.
It's
Well,
actually
greatest hits. I don't know his discography, but I know him.
It's just another N-word from the Middle East to come down here
No.
to take her job.
it's one of the founding hip hop bands of Iraq.
Now,
NWME.
And, hey man, that sound like
fuck
that
the
would be-
Republican
that-
God.
Like
Yo,
we're laughing.
fuck from the Republican God.
Like we're
Straight
la-
from the underground.
Tell me N-word in the Middle East doesn't sound like a fun sitcom or drama from the 80s. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh, my
Bruh,
God.
I just feel like that's a real like. There's
No,
a
that's
like
group.
an
Smokey
80s
and the
movie.
Bear?
Yeah.
You wouldn't watch N-word in the Middle East?
If we Google that, I feel like there'll be like a few thousand
I
results.
guarantee you the domain's taken.
I think we just got around
Just
the
the
Facebook
trailer.
algorithm.
The trailer for the movie just opens with, "Can a nigga get a pork chop?"
It's just an N-word from the Middle East to come back here and
With the
take her
soundtrack
job.
from Jimmy Buffett. Don't miss this summer.
They love to wear in the sand and a walk in the hand.
Starring Rich Williams and Sam
It's just an
Damaris.
N-word from the Middle East.
And
Rich
Rock
Williams
Vogel
as the driver.
in an awkward cameo.
Why is Santa Claus in the Middle East?
So
It's just an N-word
so
from.
many questions, man.
This summer on What Happened to Slade's Computer.
I just
Okay, now you just
N-word from the
now you just made me
Middle East.
sad, bro. I was happy.
Coming to the WB. The all right, look, we're gonna
Wow.
do
Wow.
I know.
That hasn't been around in 20 years. the WB.
this. The Whiskey
But
Brothers.
that would be. But that would be the network, though. That would,
No, CW, straight up.
Oh,
This is
CW.
please. The
that frog.
all right, let's do
From
this.
the Middle East.
Let's do this.
I'm just a N-word from the Middle East.
Rob's just loving the fact that he's actually able to say N-word this many times.
In a
Hey,
Jimmy Buffett
man,
version.
I feel sorry for anybody who just tuned in. Like, what?
I know, right? I know. Let's
With
go to the
context.
comments. Let's
Well,
go
they
to
did
this.
because they got knocked out when you knocked
Ha!
over the drink.
Somebody said that show in the spring lineup on the CW. Good on you.
Y'all are making me
All right,
sweat.
let's
This
do
is
this.
good.
Let's
This
do
is
the.
good.
The theme song would be better than Rockford Files.
Let's call this one and give the guitar away. Here we go. Let's cheers. Let's wrap this episode. We're gonna give the guitar away off air, so we'll be on air
Off
on Twitch, but not on the podcast. So, cheers, Rich Williams. Thank you for fucking everything up. That wasn't real.
Nah,
that
one
wasn't even a real
style,
thank
baby.
you. No, we don't know what this is gonna cost you yet. Don't get all happy. More Whiskey Brothers podcast. Don't go anywhere if you're watching. We're gonna do the next episode live, but for those of you listening at home, thanks. We'll see you soon.
They don't want no problems. Nah.
Music provided by Scarface. Thank you for listening to yet another excellent episode of the Whiskey Brothers Podcast, the world's funniest podcast ever. The Whiskey Brothers Podcast was made in America by Americans, mostly in and around the Houston area. All content copyright the Whiskey Brothers. This concludes our broadcast day. Goodbye.